Good morning student. I Purnima welcome you to my class, and we are going to do the last chapter 10, The Beggar, written by Anton Chekhov. So this is a Russian story first of all, and it tells something. Children, the theme is very good. So first we will discuss about the author, and then we will do the theme. The explanation afterward will come. So first of all, I would like to tell you something about the author of the story. Okay, Anton Pavlovich. So children, the name is bit tough. It's a Russian name, so you can write Anton Pavlovich Chekhov, who was born on 29 January 1860. So when he was born on 29 January 1816, and he died on 15th July 1904. It was a Russian playwright and short story. He was a Russian playwright, and children, he also used to write short story, who is considered to be among the greatest writer of short fiction in history. His career as a playwright produced 4 classics, and his best short stories are held in high esteem by writers and critics. Along with Heinrich Ibsen and August Strindberg, Chekhov is often referred to as one of the 3 seminal figures in the birth of early modernism in the theatre. Chekhov practiced as a medical doctor throughout most of his literary career. Now, I would like to tell you what is there in this story. So, Lakshov, there are 3 major character children. That one is Lashkov, and the other is lawyer, Mr. Sargis, and then his servant is cook. And till let's read about the story that Lashkov, due to his alcoholism, so he used to take a lot of alcoholic drink, is no longer able to work and has to resort to beginning in order to survive, and resort to lying about his misfortune to get money from strangers. Sergei shows Lashkov little or no compassion, believing that hard work will cure him of his homelessness and addiction to alcohol. Though Sergei's suggestion does not work for Lashkov, the kindness of Olga changes his life, and he gives up drinking. It is through listening and talking to Olga that Lashkov sees the error of his ways and able to mend his life. Though it is true that Sergei provided the impetus or work for Lashkov to change, it is Olga who should be given full credit for the compassion and kindness that she showed Lashkov. It was not for Olga, Lashkov's life would not have changed for the better. It is also worth nothing that Sargent is allowing his ego to take credit for helping Lashkov improve his life. Though some critic might suggest that Lashkov continued to lie to Olga about being unable to chop the wood and played on her good nature, it is more likely that Lashkov, because of his alcoholism, was unable to physically exert himself. Something that is lost on Sergei. It is also worth nothing that though the scapegoat thinks he is acting out of charity, he is in fact gaining something. He is getting his wood chopped. He is not acting selfishly though. Would like others to see him in that light. Whether it be chopping the wood or helping to move furniture, he cleanses his soul by way of paying Lashkov. Lashkov and in many ways patronizing him. At no stage in the story is there a sense that Sergei understands Lashkov's alcoholism. Olga is perhaps the most important character in the story because due to her behavior, somebody's life has changed. So, this is a very great thing. Just because of giving a lot of affection to Lashkov like her son, she has changed his life. The person who was a beggar now is doing a wonderful job. So, children, motivation in life is a must. She helped Lashkov by chopping the wood and giving him advice on the civil of alcohol. Lashkov is grateful to Olga, something that the reader becomes aware of when he is talking to Sergei at the theatre. Despite the passing of time, he has not forgotten all that Olga has done for him, which appears to come as a surprise to Skvortsov. So these are all Russian names, and children, you will be surprised to know that these names is a bit peculiar, but when you will read the story 2 or 3 times, you will be comfortable with these names. So children, this was the story short, and now I am going to tell you point-wise detailed explanation of the story. Now I am going to do the detailed study of the lesson, and my first point is Advocate Sergei is detained. So my first point of the lesson is Advocate Sergei is detained. So Advocate Sergei was detained by a beggar. He was going outside in his car, and then he saw suddenly a beggar, and suddenly he remembers that he has seen that beggar somewhere else, so he was not able to remember that where he had seen. Advocate Sergei was detained by a beggar one day. The beggar was crying to have pity on him. He said that he had nothing to eat. He had been a school teacher for 8 years, but he lost the place as well as his job. Now the beggar is described. My second point is the beggar is described. Okay, the beggar is described. The beggar was in rage. He was very angry. He had dull and drunken eyes. He had the red spot on either cheek. He wore one high and one low shoe. And due to that one high and one low shoe, he was able to identify by children the Advocate Sergei. Okay. So the beggar, he was very angry when Sergei wanted to tell that he had already seen him somewhere. He had dull and he had a drunken eyes. He has a red spot on either cheek. He wore one high and one low shoe. Sergeant recognized the beggar. He told him that he had met him in Sadova Street. There he had called himself a student. Sergei warned him that he would send for the police. Now children, once again he had seen him somewhere. He was again begging and he told everyone that he was a student. Sergeant warned him that he would send for the police. The beggar admitted and told the truth. Sergei put him to work. Now children, well, beggar at first he was very angry, but then Sergei told him he scolded him and he told him not to tell such rubbish to anybody else. Don't betray the people by telling lie. Okay. and you must feel ashamed. You can do a work. You are a young chap and you can do a work. When all this was told by a surgeon, okay, surgeon, and he felt very bad. So finally, what happened? Advocate Sarjai recognizes the beggar. He told him that he had met him in Sadhua street. Then he had called himself a student. Sarjai warned him that he would send for the police. The beggar admitted and told the truth. Sarjai puts him to work. Now children, my next point is Sarjai puts him to work. Sarjai puts him to work. Sarjai asks the beggar to chop wood for him when he asked for work. The beggar agreed to do that work, though unwillingly. The beggar was taken by Sarjai's servant Olga to the shed to chop wood. Sarjai could see Olga and the beggar in the shed. The beggar readies for work. Now children, now he was given a work. Sarjai told that if you are not having any work, you can have a lot of work in my house. Olga gave the beggar an axe, but seeing the expression on his face, one scolded him. The beggar put a bullet of wood between his feet. Then he struck it feebly with his axe. The bullet fell down. Meanwhile, Sarjai went away. He began to feel sorry that he had set a drunken and spoiled man at work in the cold. So children, finally at first he pretended that he is not able to work. Sarjai was feeling pity for him. Then something what happened with Olga, he must have scolded, he must have convinced him. The writer is not aware how, but finally what happened, he told that boy Lashkov told Sarjai that he had finished his work. And children, the beggar was taken by Sarjai's servant Olga to the shed to chop wood. Sarjai could see Olga and the beggar in the shed. And children, finally Olga gave the beggar an axe, but seeing the expression on his face, she scolded him. The beggar put a billet of wood between his feet. Then he struck it feebly with his axe. The billet fell down. Meanwhile, Sarjai went away. He began to feel sorry that he had set a drunken and spoiled man at work in the court. Now, earlier he wanted him to walk. He was thinking that he is moving here and there idly, so he must get some work so that he can earn. But finally what happened, children, he saw from his window and he was sad to see that the billet was falling from his knees and he was not able to do the work. So finally what happened, he felt sad at the drunken and spoiled man who he feels was working for the first time in cold. We all know that Russia is the coldest place and a lot of ice is there, snowfall is there during winter. And poor man, he was working there in winter. The beggar is given various kinds of work. Sarjai found work for the beggar. The beggar would cut the wood on the first of everyone. Now children, Sarjai told, whenever you need money, you can come here in my house. The door is open for you and you can do work. So Sarjai found work for the beggar. The beggar would cut the wood on the first of every month, and then whatever money he gets, he would also shovel snow. He would beat dust out of rugs and mattresses. So many things he was given, the domestic things. He would put the wood shed in order. When Sarjai moved into another house, the beggar packed and carried the furniture. Now children, a day has come that Sajay has to move to some other house, and he called that Lashkov to help him, and the beggar, he readily agreed to pack and carried the furniture. Lashkov the beggar offered other employment. Lashkov the beggar offered other employment. Lashkov the beggar was now offered other employment. Sarji asked him to go to his friend. There he would be given some copying work as he could write. Sergeant was happy as he had put a man on the right path. So Lashkov the beggar was now offered other employment. Sarji asked him to go to his friend. There he would be given some copying work as he could write. Sarji was happy as he had put a man on the right path. Sarji and Lashkov meet after 2 years. Now children, he took leave from them, and he told, now since you people are not there, so I will also have to go from here. So children, Lashkov the beggar offered other employment. Lashkov the beggar was now offered other employment. Sarji asked him to go to his friend. There he would be given some copying work as he could write. Sergeant was happy as he had put a man on the right path. Now my next point is Sarji and Lashkov meet after 2 years. Now this is my next point. So 2 years time flew. 2 years have passed very quickly. Sarji was busy in his work. Lashkov was also busy in some of the work, as Sarji was thinking that he was doing the desk jobs from in his friend's house. But that was not Lashkov's story. In fact, he got job somewhere else. Well, one day, children, the time was passing away. One day, Sarji and Lashkov meet after 2 years. 2 years went by. One evening, Sarji was standing at a ticket window of a theatre. He was paying for his seat. He saw a little man beside him. That man wore a curly fur and a warm sealskin cap. Sarji recognized him. He asked him how he was. Lashkov tells about himself. So what happened? Now children, what happened? Lashkov started telling about himself. So what happened, children? Lashkov started telling about himself. Lashkov told Sarji that he was a notary then. Okay. So, children, my next point is Lashkov telling about himself. Okay. So, Lashkov, when they met, they started telling about each other. After a long time they have met, and Sarji was thinking he is still doing the desk job from his friend's house. Okay, 2 years went by. One evening, Sarji was standing at a ticket window. So where they met? They met at a ticket window. They wanted to see a play in the theater. He was paying his seat. He saw a little man beside him. That man wore an expensive sealskin cap and a curly fur. Sergeant recognized him. He asked him how he was. Suddenly, children, Sergeant recognized him and he told him how he was. It was a pleasant surprise that a person was working in his home. Okay, and now he has become with his clothes. It seems that his final condition has improved. He is a rich person now. Now Lashkov tell about himself. Well, children, Lashkov is telling about himself now. So let's see what he tells. Lashkov told Sarji that he was a notary then. Okay. He was paid 35 rubles a month, a very nice salary. So he was paid 35 rupees a month. Sarji was pleased to hear him. Lashkov thanked Sarji for what he had done for him. He told Sarji that if he had not helped him, he would have still been telling lies. He thanked Sarji and Olga, the cook. He told Sarji that Olga had actually saved him. So he was thinking, Captain's advocate Sarji was thinking, what lust of him? It is just because of him sending to his friend's house for a desk job. He was not knowing, he was not aware. Okay, he was not aware that it was not him, but it was Olga the cook who had helped him to become to help him getting a nice job. Lashkov told Sarji that he was a notary then. He was paid 35 rupees a month, nice salary now. So he was told that he gets 35 rupees a month. Sarji was pleased to hear him. Lashkov thanked Sarji for what he had done for him. He told Sarji that if he had not helped him, he would have still been telling him. He thanked Sarji and Olga, the cook. He told Sarji that Olga had actually saved him. And finally, children, he tells the truth. What truth he tells? That Olga had saved him. Lashkov tell more about Olga the cook. Lashkov told Sarji that Olga would rebuke him. Okay, so Lashkov told Sarji. Lashkov tells more about Olga the cook. Now, children, the reality was disclosed. Lashkov told Sarji that it was Olga the cook who really helped him. Okay, so who really helped him? Lashkov told Sarji that he was a notary then. He was paid 35 rupees a month. Sarji was pleased to hear him. Lashkov thanked Sarji for what he had done for him. He told Sarji that if he had not helped him, he would have still been telling lies. He thanked Sarji and Olga, the cook. He told Sarji it was Olga who had actually made him a man. Otherwise, he would have been beggar and he would have been crying here and there. Lashkov told Sarji that Olga would rebuke him, then she would sit opposite to him and weep. She would call him various names. So now, children, he is telling about how Olga had told him, how she awaked his emotion, how she told him that how badly you are insulted everywhere. Now you must see about your life. So she was telling all this thing to him. Lashkov tells more about Olga the cook. He told Sarji that Olga would rebuke him. So first of all, she would insult him. Then she would sit opposite to him and weep. And finally, children, like a mother, she would sit opposite to him and she would weep. She would call him various names. She would grow sad also. Then she would chop the wood for him. He amazed Sarji by saying that he did not chop a single stick of wood for him. Due to Olga's action, there came a change in his heart. He was set right by Olga and he won't forget. Now, children, the way she used to scold him, she used to rebuke him as if like a mother who is very sad with his son behavior. And she used to cry also, she used to weep for him, she used to curse him by telling, why don't you work, why people are after you, why don't you work, and why don't you earn something. All this thing, children, and she was the lady who used to complete his work also. See the sacrifice of Olga. Money he used to get, work that old lady Olga used to do. And she used to cry, she used to rebuke him by telling that now it is the time that you should not beg, you should do really some hard work to achieve something in life. He amazed Sarjai by saying that he did not chop a single stick of wood for him. Now, children, Sarjai was amazed that he never, ever, children, chopped any wood for him. It was all Olga who was doing the thing. Due to Olga's action, there came a change in his heart. He was set right by Olga and he won't forget her. He told Sarjai that it was time for the bell and he departed to the gallery. So he told, now after telling about Olga, after giving feedback by Olga, he told, now it is time. Okay, the bell has been ringing and now it is time for the play to start. Okay, so now you should depart to the gallery. Now, children, it was during this conversation Lashkov reveals that Sarjai cook Olga is responsible for the positive change in him. How has Olga saved Lashkov? Olga knew that Lashkov would work, so she felt pity for him like a sincere mother who had worked for him. She sat down opposite to him, she worked and rebuked him. This changed his heart and he started working. He stopped drinking and became a good man. Okay. Now Olga flung down, and children, how he used to work. Actually, he never used to work, but in front of Olga, what drama they used to do, children. Olga flung down an axe at the beggar's feet. She spat angrily and began to rebuke him. The beggar put a piece of wood between his feet. He then tapped it with the axe, but the piece fell down. The beggar did the same thing again. Sarjai felt pity because he now realized that he was never doing any work earlier. Now, children, it was Lashkov who expressed his sense of gratitude to Sarjai also. Sarjai thanks, Lashkov thanks Sarjai greatly. He said if he hadn't come to him, he would really have been calling himself, still he have been calling himself a teacher or a student now, and he would have been seen on the road begging. He also said that by coming to him, he had taken him out of his pit. He expressed his sincere thanks to Olga. She really helped him. Okay, so in this way, both help each other. How did Olga really make Lashkov a real man? This is a very nice point, children. So, it was really Olga who had made Lashkov a real man. She rebuked him and called him different names. Then she would sit down opposite to him and looked sad. Then she would look into his face and weep. Then she would chop the wood also for him. And this made him realize that when an old lady can chop the wood, then why can't he? Okay. And children, in this way, children, the Lashkov started his chopping work at the shed of Sarchai, and Olga helped Lashkov to be a real man by rebuking him. Okay. And now when they met, he told all about Olga, that how she saved him from falling down into a pit. And not only that, she also suffered and shed tears for his sake. However, what was important was that, children, she was the one who chopped the wood for him. He just, and she used to tell to Sarjai that he has chopped the wood and the money, please give it to him. So the all labor she was doing and money who was getting, he was getting. This changed his heart. Okay, there was all these words, and her noble deed changed her heart, and he became a good person. He started earning and leading his life peacefully. With this, student, I end my video and chapter here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.